What's good, Leo? This is Twintuitive Tarot, and I'm here to do a general reading for you. There is a couple of changes in how I'm going to be doing my readings. From here on out, I'm going to be just doing them more organically. Whenever I'm called to do the readings, I'm going to do them. There's not going to be any sort of set schedule, but I will still be putting out regular readings throughout the month. I just want to make sure everything kind of stays organic in my offerings. So we'll be doing that. Still doing the same kinds of readings, and I will actually be adding some new ones to try out and see. And as for this reading, it is general, so it may or may not resonate with you. So be sure to check the other signs in your chart. I will put a link below. I like to do 3 cards out first, past, present, future, and then we just pull from there and see what we get. First card out, which flew right out, is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia, talks about nostalgia. It talks about past childhood friendships, relationships, something that you're looking back on very fondly, which makes sense that it's showing up in your past energy. In your present moment, you're almost looking at yourself, looking at that and reflecting on how it's making you feel. It's like first you think of the old past memory, and then after you think through that and feel all through that, you then, however it makes you feel, say it makes you feel really bad or it makes you feel really good, whatever the case, you then reflect on how that's making you feel. That's where you're at right now. You feel there's something ignited, there's some sort of passion within you that is lit up through this route of nostalgia that you are looking down. 6 of Cups, present moment, King of Wands. That's appropriate considering this is for you, Leo. And then in your future, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. That talks about disappointment in something you've invested a lot in, so a lot of time. This to me just feels and looks like a progression, almost going micro to macro, more and more macro, like something triggered you in the past to look at something that is from your past, particularly a person or a time, even maybe just like a time in your life. You're in this moment right now looking at the past, reflecting on how that's lighting you up. Man, when I think about that, gosh, it lights me up. It's like that. Then in your future energy, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. She's looking at all the different things, fruits in her labor that she's unable to harvest. Like, look how far along it is. There's 7 there. It's a disappointment. So there's something from your past, someone, someplace, something from your past that lights up some part of you that you're coming to understand that right now. It lights up some part of you, and you feel like a part of yourself is unfulfilled or unsatisfied, or this feeling. Like, we're gonna look into it, because that's what's coming at. That to me just says, it's almost like I don't know, what's an example? Someone at my work once said, talking about another person, a girl who came in, and he said, God, she was so beautiful, it like ruined my day. That's what this is. It's so beautiful when we look back on it that it's disappointing that it didn't, that this flame within you wasn't felt or explored during this time. It's almost like, if I had only known that was lighting me up. God, it lights me up just looking, just thinking. What would things have been like if I would have stayed lit? That's what I'm getting. Let's see. The Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. To clarify the Six of Cups. So, I feel like there's some comparing going on. You're like comparing Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. The Emperor. God, I love fire energy. Ooh. Yeah. All right, so, you know, I just love, it's every reading really, but when it's just so straightforward, cut and dry, synchronistic, like, this is just great. To clarify the Six of Cups, you got the Six of Pentacles. To clarify the King of Wands, you've got the Emperor, which is like two different rulers of fire energy, right? Matches. You got Seven of Pentacles, clarified by Seven of Swords. Matchy, matchy. Did I not just say there's this element of comparing? This is either two, you're either finding yourself comparing one person's path to yours, or you're comparing your own path to your own path at a different time. What do I mean by that? It's like the journey of someone's, we started from the bottom, now we're here. The whole story, and now they made it. America's Got Talent, whatever. And there's your story, and then there's someone else's story. And comparing the two, right? Starting from the bottom, now we're here. In the sense that it's like from beginning to end, here's the story. Two different people. One younger, one older. Both masculine. Or just headstrong. It's regardless of gender. But I really feel like this is you almost in your young self. You're comparing your young self to your old self. And for some reason, you're looking back on the past as imbalanced in some way. And because of that imbalance, you feel robbed of something. It's like, I don't know, the ice cream machine wasn't working when you went to Foster Freeze, so You feel robbed of the chance that you didn't get ice cream before you went because there was the imbalance of the ice cream being missing, right? Something like that. Can you tell I'm craving sugar? Anyway, yeah. I feel like you're looking at your relationship potentially with someone that is from your childhood that is still in your life. Or you're there's something that you don't there's something that you feel a little bit salty about because you feel super soft about it. Like I said, it's like you feel soft towards the ice cream because it's fucking delicious. It's well, melts your heart, right? But you're salty because you love it so much. You're salty about the fact that they're out and you feel robbed of the opportunity. There's this feeling of like it's not fair. There's something that you feel is unfair that has affected where you're at right now. 10 of Wands. 4 of Swords. It's actually something that you really actually can't even think about because it kind of upsets you. It's like it feels heavy when you think about it. Something that... What's the 7 of Swords? Someone... 7 of Swords, the Emperor, 10 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Queen of Wands to clarify the 7 of Swords. Is this... too many cards here. You're just like, I need to just not think about it, or I need to heal it. You felt or feel trapped by some, I think this is a past thing. You're looking back at something and you're like, I was trapped. That sucked. This was imbalanced. I was trapped. I was burdened. Yeah? Because of some fuck shit. I don't know. And all of that either as a repercussion of or taking place simultaneously with this phase of your life. This fond phase that you look back on. And it's kind of like, man, if all that bad shit didn't happen, maybe we would have never have moved from my childhood home. And now look where we're at. Like, that's kind of the feeling. And it's disappointing. And we don't want to think about it. We need to heal it. We're going to sleep. Going to sleep. Good night. Knight of Wands. There's a Knight of Wands, a King of Wands, and a King and a Queen of Wands, and an Emperor. Knight of Wands. So there could be 3 people involved in this scenario that you're referring to. There's someone here, yeah, that's looks back on the past with someone very fondly. A masculine energy looking back on a feminine energy very, very, very fondly. You've got Aries energy Lots of fire. Then again, this is your reading, so it doesn't surprise me, but that's Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, more fire. Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. You. Wow. So, this fire igniting, this is like a love thing, a passion thing. So that's what I meant. So like, doesn't have to be romantic. It ignites something within you, and it's emotionally fulfilling. But it could absolutely be love, because you got the Knight of Wands with the King of Cups. It's charging towards the Two of Cups. Clarified by the Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. This guy is offering his passionate offer of his Ace of Cups to manifest a Two of Cups energy. He is showing as King of Cups. Knight of Wands, charging in. Like, this is a realization. It's like, oh my God. That's the person in the beginning. I think that's you. What's up with this Queen of Wands? So this is the counterpart. Victorious Knight of Cups. So they're all good too. I don't understand why. Why all that? I'm feeling like Wyatt is okay. Yeah, so I feel like there is something in your present that either you or someone you're dealing with was not taking any action on, or being a little indecisive about. And someone was not cool with that. Someone was like, yo, what's up? I don't know. I'm gonna clarify what that's about, but it like forced you or that person who wasn't making any moves, in fact being kind of defensive, it forced that person to kind of have to reflect on like, okay, why aren't I making a move, or why aren't I like doing this thing? And they like had to look back towards their past, and they looked back in their past very fondly, but they're seeing where that's causing imbalance, burden, weird, hidden, secretive behavior, trapped feelings. All of that's coming from some unresolved like disappointment from the past. But like you're addressing that, or that person's addressing that, and then it's like all good. That's why I was confused. Like, well, why? What was all that about then? Like, why? If it's all good, then why all of that craziness? And yeah, this counterpart's showing up as Victorious Wands, Queen of Fire, new cycle. Yeah, there's a new cycle that wasn't able to start because of some residual there's some stagnant energy some individual was bringing to the table, and now you got the other counterpart, King of Swords, able to communicate what is needed to be communicated to get this new cycle started. Yeah. There was some new cycle that couldn't start until this person got off the pot. And they were just sitting on it. And then someone had finally had enough. I think it's the feminine energy. And she was like, yo, like, shit or get off the pot. And he's all, why aren't I? Why aren't I done? Why haven't I been doing that? Reflecting, figuring it out, and then they come back and they communicate, and there's some communication, and then the cycle begins. But it is requiring someone to go to kind of a painful place. Verify this Nine of Swords. Yeah, I already know. It's that same energy. It's this Nine of Swords, this 10 of Wands, this 8 of Swords, this 7 of Swords. How many swords do you need? Didn't feel good. That's the point. Oh, 4 of Cups, bottom of the deck, rejected. Yeah. Clearly there's some like fear from some bad shit that happened to this person. And they weren't moving forward on something because of their very painful past. But they are moving forward now. And they are actually committing themselves. This 3 of Pentacles, that's new leases, new houses, new marriages, new groups, new contracts. And who's doing that? The Queen of Pentacles. So she's, whoever the unstable energy was in, or actually not stable, unstable, stagnant. Whoever that was, they clean a house however they need to clean a house and get this show on the fucking road. Yeah. What's the advice moving forward? Yeah. What can you expect? Your advice is judgment, is to go within and make a judgment call, right? Shit or get off the pot, like, make the judgment call. Look at something already and judge it. Make the assessment, make the judgment call. We got a loud ass horn. What's coming towards you is some confusion and maybe even a little bit of loneliness. Someone's still got a lot of pain to work through, despite having recognized it. It doesn't end there, right? It's like, I figured out why I haven't been doing this thing, so now we can continue. We can do this thing now because I realized it's not because of any other reason. It's because of just some past shit that's my shit and it's fine. And it's fine. And it's like, oh, okay, good. So it's not because you're unsure about this or you're unsure about the decision, or it's just whatever. Okay, cool. Personal, internal. And then like that feels like a victory in itself, and it is for, I think, the other person, but then it's like, oh, fuck. No, but now I've recognized this shit I gotta work on, and it sucks, kind of. You feel like a wounded warrior. You kind of hermit up a little bit, still reflecting. You're reflecting. This is 2 people. Someone's left out in the cold. Someone is super wounded and fearful. And that's what you're looking in on. It's some dynamic. the Empress, Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and we're moving forward fast. So yeah, there's just some cleaning house that you gotta do, or someone has to do, to have a current situation, a current cycle either begin flowing more harmoniously if it's already started. Yeah. Good shit, Leo. I'll see you guys next time.